Hi, สวัสดีค่ะ I'm Maya, and today I want to share with you a new information that I received when I woke up. Before I get into that, I want to tell you that today is the birthday of my beloved husband, and I woke up and I received this story that comes from the universe, I would say, or somewhere within me, from the galaxy within me, and I tell him the story, and the story goes very long, and we both were, wow, just stunned by how the story that came through me, and I asked him if I can record this story and record it to share with the people that in my community, and he said yes, of course, it's a beautiful story. And now I just record the story, and again the story has changed a little bit here and there as I have no script and I just channeling what came to me directly, so I record it and wanted to share with you. And I want you to know that English is not my mother tongue, so I might make some mistake through speaking. But if you would like to have this story in the document file, which I will send out the recording that I make today to my friend, and she will translate into a proper English. And I will also put it on the document that you can download in the PDF file, and you can read to anyone that you think this story might be useful for them. So comment below if you would like to have this story, and I will know that it's good to make it into the document file. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this story, and let me know if you would like me to record more of this story of the soul to share with you. I see you later. Bye bye. สวัสดีค่ะ Birthday boy. Once upon a time, in a far, far away land, and in the dark at night, the whole sky covered by the stars. And because the night is so dark, all the stars appear so bright. And beneath the sky, there was a huge lake. And the lake reflects all the stars on the sky as if there is another sky in the lake. The night is so still, there is no wind. And so the lake, the surface of the water, almost has no movement. And all of a sudden, one star shoots down to the earth. And in that very moment, the baby boy has born. This baby boy has born into a loving family. The father and the mother so happy to welcome this boy into their heart. The time goes by, the boy grows up so quick, and he enjoys very much about everything around him. He enjoys the lake, the sky, the farm, the trees, the birds. He learned to play different instruments. He learned that nature has so much to give. And as he grows to be a young man, he decided to leave his parents and go to the adventure. He packed his bag and said goodbye to his parents and said that he will return one day. Now is the time for him to discover the world. Of course, the parents have to let him go, even though they were so worried. But this is also part of life. they say goodbye, and his mother packed him the thing that he needs for the journey, and his father asked him if he needs help to walk him down to the entrance, to the gate, to the wood. And he said, no, I will do it myself, Father, I can do it. And the boy is so happy in his heart, even though he's become a young man, but this joy in him keep him like a little boy. The young man in the age of 17 left his parents and go to the wood for the first time in his life by himself alone. He walked together with the joy heart, and he sing the song that comes from within and wander around to the wood. He go deeper and deeper into the wood, and the sun is about to leave the sky, and it's getting darker. This boy, he has no fear. He decided to looking for the place to stay overnight in the wood, but he didn't find any place that he could rest, so he kept walking. And also because everything around him is excite him, something he has never experienced before. Then he arrived into the huge lake. This lake is so big. He wanted to cross the lake to the other side because it seemed brighter on the other side from where he is. But the only way to go to the other side is to just have to swim or find a way to cross this lake. He decided to walk closer and step into the water. He looked down into the water while the water made a small movement from the first step that he put his feet into the water. And he saw his own reflection, and above his head there are so many stars. And now the night is complete dark. And the boy takes further step to the water. And the more he walks into the lake, the deeper he gets. And all of a sudden he found himself walk in the water to underworld. And he become a water. He can just walk beneath the water and still can breathe. He get even more excited. He saw many fishes, many corals. Underwater become brighter, that he can see everything. And not far away there is a house over there, and he think to himself, he was just gonna have a look. So he come closer, and then he knocked the door, and then he start to give it a signal. He asked, "Is anyone home?" And he hear nothing in return. He decided to open the door and step into the house, and he smelled the food as if it just finished the preparation in this very moment. So he followed the smell of this food into the kitchen. And then he found all this food lay on the table. And again he said, "Is anyone home?" And he heard nothing in return. He come closer to the table, he start to look into the food, he quite hungry, but he's not sure if he is allowed to eat the food. So he just keep walking into another room and keep asking if anyone home. He entered the bedroom and there was a clothes lay flat on the bed, but no one there. He come out through another door and he found an oven, a chimney, with a little fire inside. And now he feel cold in this house. He decided to put more wood into the oven to make it more warm. And as soon as he opened the oven and put the wood in, the fire becomes stronger in that moment when the wood touched the flame. And then he heard the whisper, "Welcome home." He looked around, trying to find where this voice come from. He see nobody. He decided to sit in front of the oven and just take the heat, the warmth from the oven. And all of a sudden he felt something around him, something he could not explain into words. The voice just whispered in his ear and said, "Happy birthday." And he said, "Who is it?" He screamed out loud, "Come out! Don't do this! Don't scare me! Come out!" The only thing he can hear and see and sense in this moment is just the fire that burning in the oven and the sensation that he could not explain why and what and how. So he sit there and he just didn't understand. And all of a sudden his body started to get numb, down from his leg up into his knee and all the whole body, as if he's paralyzed. He cannot move anymore and he gets so scared and he scream, and it's like, what is this? Why I feel like this? And the fire in the oven start to burn and move faster, and a lot of smoke in the house. And also when you look out, it seems that the ocean start to move in different direction, and it's not as calm as the first time, the first moment he stepped into the house. And the more he angry, the more this turbulence of the water, the more fear he has inside of him. And he couldn't understand, and he didn't know how to stop it. Then he started to cry, "Please help me, please." He started to call for help. And then the voice came to him, "Just breathe." Now he has no choice but follow the voice, the whisper. Just breathe. So inhale deep and long. And you feel a little better. The boy this time, he has so many feelings inside of himself. One part of him he's so scared, and another part of him know that he can't fight with this feeling. He just have to accept this moment, the turbulence of the water, the burning of the fire, and the numbness in his body. But he decided to follow the voice that said to him to breathe. And after a few minutes, he feels much better. The numbness started to leaving his body, and he could feel his fingers and his toes again. And then he heard another voice. This time the voice different. The voice is more like this. Do not be afraid of the unknown. This is your decision to come here. Nothing can ever harm you. Trust. In this moment, let the fire burn. Let the water dance into the madness. Let the wind blow. The storm move. And you sit quietly, without fear. You are in your home. The boy didn't understand what does that mean. You are in your home. I am here somewhere in the house of somebody I don't even know. And then he get angry again. He just don't understand what this voice tried to tell him. And then he thought that he might be in his own dream. And then he said, I want to wake up now. This must be a crazy dream. I don't want to be in this dream anymore. I want to wake up. In that very moment, he found himself on the land. And above his head, there was a huge, big light. When he looked up, he finds that light is the moonlight. The big full moon above his head. Everything else is darkness, except where he is, where he's sitting on. There's the moonlight shine on him. And again he hears the whisper, Happy birthday. And then he looked up and he said, Are you talking to me, moon? Am I in some kind of dreams again? I don't want this darkness anymore. Bring me some light. I want sunshine. And the moon said, Not yet, my child. You need to be with me for a while before you can meet the sun. That's something you need to know about me. I am your guardian. I am here to guide you. I don't want you. I want the sun. I don't want the darkness anymore. I don't want to be in the night. It's so frightening. I want sunshine. I want light. Please, let me go. The moon says, you are a free man. You can go. You can do whatever you want. But this is your calling, to come to this place, to meet me, and to face with the darkness, and to know that nothing to be afraid, nothing at all. I want you to know that once you were inside the womb, and it's as dark as where you are right now, and nothing to be afraid. And here is the place of love. Here is the source of love. No, I don't want it. I want sunshine. Please. And the boy started to cry. No, I want sunshine, please. I don't want to be here. I don't want darkness. I can't be here. But this part of your adventure, my child. You want the adventure. This is part of it. And as I say, you need no fear. I am here with you. I will walk with you. I will show you the sign. And in the night, you can connect with me. There's nothing to be afraid of. The boy finds it hard to believe, as the only thing he has in his head is to run away, and he thought that he's in some kind of nightmare again, and he said, please wake me up. I don't want to be in this dream anymore. I don't want to be with the moon. Go away. And then he takes this little stone next to him and throw up to the moon. And as he do so, the moon slowly disappears. He feels so tired and angry and sad and fear and hungry. He decided to lay his body down to the ground and rest. And he thought that he must be dreaming, and he have to find a way to come back to awaken state again. And so he's lay down and tells himself, wake up, wake up, wake up. This is a big mistake. This is a nightmare, and I can't take it. And in that very moment, he hears the whisper, happy birthday. I have been waiting for you for a long, long time. Then he jumped with fear, and he started to look around him where this voice come from. And the voice said, I am here beneath you. I am the earth. And he thought to himself, no, not again. Please, wake up, he told himself. Try to close his eyes, open again, close his eyes and open again. He found himself in the same place, in the darkness. And the voice said, lay down on me, my child. Do not be afraid. I am not here to harm you. I am here to heal you, to soothe you. The boy has no choice but lay down. He remembered the feeling when he was underwater, when he tried to fight and this numbness just take over him, and he didn't want to experience that again. So he lay down the earth, and all of a sudden, when he decided not to fight, he felt this warmth come from the ground, as if a big great mother of the earth surround her arms around him, embrace him. He feels relaxed, and he can sink into this moment, and he say, please, the earth, can you help me to come home? I think I'm in some kind of dream. I just met the moon and I chased her away because she trying to tell me that I need to connect with the darkness, and I don't want to. It's too afraid and too frightened. I am too afraid of this and I'm not ready. And the earth say, just relax, my child. This is not a dream. This is your own calling. And I am here because you have called me for many, many, many years, and I have been waiting for the time you are ready to meet me. In fact, to meet us all. What do you mean I have been calling you? What do you mean, us all? I mean, today is your birthday, right? I don't know, I don't count the date, and I don't care. That's good, my child. Today is the day you arrive on this earth. And even though every day is your birthday, because every time you wake up, you give birth to yourself again and again. You might not understand what I mean in this moment, but your soul will understand every single word I say. I just want you to know that nothing you have to be afraid about darkness. I want you to know that in the dark at night, the stars can shine. And in the dark at night, the moon can appear and talk to you. And she is one of your mothers. You have many mothers. I am one of them. And we all love you very much. I want you to know that you're never alone. I want you to know even the numbness that takes over your body, it is part of your learning. In this lifetime, you will experience all kinds of things, all kinds of emotions. I want you to know that you are not alone. I want you to remember my word, because you will enter the most pain that you can ever imagine. And in that very moment, I want you to bow your head down to the pain. Because the pain, he is your master. I want you to bow your head down to the pain and ask, what can you learn from it? I don't want you to get angry, because the anger is the fire that burns. That burn out your consciousness, There is only one fire that allowed to burn. It's the fire that comes with you, the fire which is your spirit, not the fire from anger. The only fire that allowed to burn is the spirit in you, and its job is to burn out what is no longer serve you. You will meet the sun when the time is right for you. You will meet us all when the time is right for you. Before you come to the light, you must learn the power of the darkness. You must learn that nothing on this world is against you, rather the opposite. Everything that happened and will happen on your life is prepared you to become who you truly are. And you no need to wait for your lifetime to understand and to realize your truth. In each step on this earth, either you are dreaming, either you are awake. It is your process. It is your journey. Enjoy the journey, my son. And you will come to realize that you are simply dance with the wind, which is the breath within you. You are moved with the water, which is the blood that flows in you. And you are powerful, strong like the earth beneath you, which is made your body. The physical form is the soil that comes from me. And you will allow the fire, which is your spirit, to burn the fear, the doubt, and even the anger itself. And you will learn to use all elements in you. And you will learn to talk to the stars, to the moon, to the sun, to me. Do you understand me, my child? The boy found himself to feel like home. All these words somehow comfort him. He not quite yet understand everything. But in his heart, he knows that he don't have to understand everything now. He just simply rests into this trust, into these arms of the earth. He allowed the earth to embrace him. And he have a little smile on his face, and he said, "Yes, I understand. Not with my mind, connect with my heart. And he heard a whisper, which sounds so far away, said, "Happy birthday." He opened his eye. He found himself in his room. Look out the window. And there's no sun, it's very cloudy. But he smiled. For he knows that the sun will come in the right time. He walked to the window, opened the window and allowed the wind to flow and touching his skin. He looked up to the sky. He saw the moon. And he bowed his head to the ground. And he heard the whisper,